Hey, welcome back to the Crash Bandicoot Let's Play. We beat Dr. Neo Cortex, we saved Tawna, and for some reason we lit his tower on fire, but I don't really remember seeing that ever happening. But we're not done yet, guys. We gotta still get all the gems. We gotta complete this game 100% because we gotta get the good ending of the game. And that ending better be miles better than what we've just experienced last part because, hey, like I've said before, fuck gem collecting. So in the last part during the credits roll, I stated that I was going to do the gem collecting videos a little differently than the main Let's Play, in the sense that I wasn't going to show you the levels where I still needed to get a clear gem in, but the only reason I had to go back to it was because I ended up fucking up in the main Let's Play and dying, and I just have to do it over again and this time not die. So you're probably asking yourself, well, why am I watching the lab then? You don't need a colored gem, and I said that you don't need a colored gem in this stage, so why are we seeing it? Well, when you get all the boxes in the lab and complete the stage, you end up with the yellow gem. You don't get a clear gem in this stage. So I can't really skip over getting the colored gems because in hindsight, the colored gems are really the big pain in the ass in this game because they're the main reason why you have to backtrack in so many stages. Like, for example, the yellow gem is needed for 2 stages in the game. Lights Out, which is the level where you're in a dark hallway and you need Aku Aku to light the path for you, and it isn't very hard, and it doesn't take very long in order to get the rest of the boxes anyway, so that's okay. But the second level is the Great Gate, and if you remember, the Great Gate is the second level in the game. So you have to go back from beating the last level to going all the way back to the beginning of the first island and beating the Great Gate again just because you missed a couple boxes because you couldn't get them before. I mean, it's such total bullshit. It's such a... Man, like, why did they have to extend the game like this? You know, it's too much. I don't want to play the Great Gate again. The Great Gate is a beginning level. It's a beginner's level just to know the mechanics of the game and get familiar with it. And now they're telling me to play it again because I want 100% this game. I want to see the good ending of the game, you know? It doesn't really make any sense to me. It's one of the main reasons why most people don't go for 100% is just because they don't want to play levels like the Great Gate again. Because, like, what's the point, you know? You beat it once, it was extremely easy, and now you just have to beat it again just because the game tells you to, you know? I don't like it at all, but we're going to go through it anyway because I like 100%ing games. It's my curse, you know? I just like getting 100%. I don't know why. If Crash Bandicoot 1 had PlayStation trophies for it, I'd play this game again and get all the gems just for those trophies. It wouldn't even be fun to me. It's just, I would do it just because I know I could do it, you know? I don't know what's up with my mentality, but that's just the way I am. Like, if I know I can do something, I will do it even though it wouldn't entertain me. So, I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe I need to get maybe some therapy or clinically analyzed. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to go into Jaws of Darkness again. The thing about Jaws of Darkness is I didn't get the Cortex icons in this stage, so we're going to have to sit through the stage all over again just so I can get those. And also, I fucked up during the blue gem path and ended up falling while I had the Aku Aku invincibility power up, which sucks because when you're Aku Aku, we're like that Super Saiyan Aku Aku level, you know, where you get 3 Aku Akus and you're just invincible. And you know that tribal music that plays, that catchy tribal music? Whatever. While you're in that state, I feel like Crash's movement is a little more slippery. So you saw me just back in, I think it was part 7, I ended up just falling off the edge, just walking right over it, and it was pretty embarrassing. But that's another flaw with the control. The control in this game is pretty good. It is. But the jump is a little stiff, and the movement is a little eh. But it gets the job done. I'm not going to complain about it too much, because it's okay. Too bad the Cortex icons aren't in a more vibrant level. Like Sunset Vista had Cortex icons, and it was a pretty long stage, but at least it looked aesthetically appealing, because there was a lot of stuff going on in the background or whatever. But in this stage, you just... like 50% of your screen is black most of the time. I mean, all it is just you get like a black background and a couple of pillars thrown in, and there you go. There's Jaws of Darkness. Nice paycheck, guys. Yeah. So we've reached the blue gem path again, and for these sets of crates, you gotta be careful because you gotta jump on top of these 2 steel crates to the right, because for some reason there's just an extra life crate just hanging in the air, and you're not supposed to, you can't know about it because it's out of sight, it's out of the camera's view, and there's no hint or anything to give you, you're just supposed to know. So for the people who've played this game as a child when, I don't even know if internet was really, no it wasn't, like internet wasn't huge back then, there definitely wasn't any Crash Bandicoot guides on the internet, so a kid playing this for the first time trying to get all the gems probably beat this level without that one box. And oh man, just seeing one box that you didn't collect would make me absolutely rage out of my pants. Ugh. It's like Cold Hard Crash in Crash Bandicoot 2, and we're gonna get to that when we play Crash Bandicoot 2. And this stage is admittedly not as bad as Cold Hard Crash, but it has the same idea, the same bullshit idea as Cold Hard Crash, and yeah, I'm gonna look forward to that. Actually, I'm gonna look forward to Crash Bandicoot 2 as a whole, because I really think Crash Bandicoot 2 is a fantastic game. It's much better than its original. And I got squished by the pillars again. Fuck. Thank God I had Aku Aku this time. That would've, oh man, if I died again? Hey. The things I do for Let's Plays. Anyway, I just gotta remind you guys that that snake is there to bullshit you. You have to hit that snake on its side, because if you just hit it straight on, it's gonna hit this TNT crate here, and it's gonna blow up all the rest of the boxes, and one of the crates actually has a Cortex icon in it, which you need. So yeah, another bullshit part of this stage, which really makes me hate this stage's guts. It really does. So to the left, there's a Wampa fruit just dangling in the air, and that's supposed to give you a hint that they're invisible platforms that you can run over, so you can get these extra boxes to the left, which contain the 3rd Cortex icon. So now we're going to be going into the 2nd and last Cortex secret stage, and oh man, I got super lucky on this run. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to wait on top of the TNT crate until it goes down to like 2 or 1, so that you don't get blown up, and that you have enough time to bounce on the boxes to the right. But when that happened, it blew up the crates I was supposed to jump on, and I thought I was dead, but then I ended up falling into the wireframe of one of the crates at the same time that it was spawning in, so it counted me as being squished, and I had Aku Aku, so it counted as a hit, and then it propelled me on top of that crate, so it saved me, which is crazy. It never happened to me before, ever, in any of the games. That's never happened to me, and well, I got seriously lucky, and it's a good thing I got lucky, because I don't even know if I'd be able to do it again. I wouldn't be able to take this stage a 3rd time. It's too boring, and it's too long for me to keep focus on this shit. Also, a little quick reminder, just to let you know, we loaded this game up again, and I always kept reiterating that if you turn off this game, turn it back on, that your lives reset. So if you look, I think I only have about 18 lives at the moment, which, I mean, I don't die a lot, so it doesn't really matter, but still, for someone who farmed for 99 lives, and then for you to just turn off your game, turn it back on, and then realize you're down to 4, yeah, I wouldn't be too happy about that. So with the Cortex key that we got, we actually unlocked the secret stage, Fumbling in the Dark, which is similar to Lights Out in that it's the same concept. You're running through a dark hallway, and you need Aku Aku to light the path so that you can jump on the platforms and don't fall to your death. And without Aku Aku, you're guaranteed to fall to your death because you can't see the floor underneath you. So Fumbling in the Dark is by far the hardest level in the game when it comes to getting gems. You don't have to play it because it's not on the main path, so people who just want to beat this game don't ever have to play Fumbling in the Dark. But if you're someone like me who wants to get those gems, you're going to be ripping your hair out, because Fumbling in the Dark is ridiculous. It's super long, it has very tough situations which need precision timing and quick reflex, and it's just not a fun time, man. It's a good challenge, I'll give you that. It's a really good challenging level. It's the hardest level in the game. If it was the last stage and you're required to play it, oh, I would think like some people would just turn the game off and never beat this game and never play it again, because it's tough. It's a really hard stage. And Lights Out has the same concept, but Lights Out doesn't even come close to preparing you for the difficulty of Fumbling in the Dark. I mean, right here, it's relatively simple level design. You're not really too worried about the light because you have Aku Akus everywhere and you don't have to travel a far distance. But fumbling in the dark requires that you're perfect with your timing, or else you're literally going to be fumbling in the dark. And when you're fumbling, you end up going to be fucking, and you're definitely going to be receiving. So I'm not looking forward to fumbling in the dark at all, because it was by far the hardest stage to practice for in this entire game. It's really hard. It's very hard. It's tough, man. If I haven't said it's really hard or it's tough enough, well then I don't know how to get through to your head, because fumbling in the dark is hard. But anyway, lights out. We end up getting the purple gem in this stage, and we need the yellow gem right here. All we have to do is just step on the yellow gem, and then it takes us up this tower where 3 boxes are just laying there, and there's an alternate exit. So 3 boxes, 2 lives, and there you go. We get a purple gem. Yay! Fuck. It's so time consuming. Like, fuck. They're just lying there, you know? Like, if I had to, like, take an alternate path and then there was more gameplay and platforming for me to get those boxes, I'd be fine with it. But the fact that they're just lying there, it's just like, oh yeah, you couldn't get us before, but here you go. Fuck you. Like, no! Why did you think this was a good idea, Naughty Dog? Why? So, I'm actually not going to play Fumbling in the Dark right now, because I really don't want to put my body through all the stress and agony that comes with trying to get the gem in that stage. So instead, we're going to go into the high road, and this time I am going to get the clear gem and not die and not fuck up. And just to clarify, you do not need a colored gem for this stage. The only reason I'm showing this off is because it really is the only stage that I could have skipped and put in an extra video. But I'm not going to make a 2-minute video of the high road alone, right? Like, what's the sense of that? So I'm just going to throw it in here, and you get to see me kick ass in this stage this time, because last time I don't really remember how I died. I think I just fell down, and yeah. No, I think I got hit by the hog, because the hog is a fucker. He's an insta-kill fucker, because even if you have an Aku Aku mask, that hog will still kill you. I don't know why, but that hog is powerful as shit, so be careful. And there's also a shit ton of turtles on this bridge. Like, where are they coming from? How did they get there? I don't know. And why are their shells so bad? I don't remember turtles being this bouncy. I mean, look, that turtle's not even standing on anything. Like, there's holes in the middle of the planks, and he's just chilling. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm a turtle. Fuck physics. Whatever. I wish I was a physics-defying turtle. That'd be fucking sweet. I wouldn't have to pay for a house or anything like that because I'd already be living in one. I'd be born with a house on my back. That must be pretty cool. Just, you have protection on your back at all times. That turtle would be pretty cool. Plus you're like, you live to be like 150 or something like that, guaranteed, and you live like so slow, like you're always in the moment because that moment takes like 5 seconds to pass. You know? Yeah. Is pet turtles a thing? Like, getting a pet turtle, is that cool? I don't know. I never thought this point of having like a turtle or a snake as a pet, because what are you gonna do with it? You can't really like play with a snake or a turtle. Like, a turtle doesn't want to play. It doesn't care. It doesn't care about you. If anything, like, if you put a finger near a turtle's face, it's gonna bite it. So I really don't know what the point of having a turtle is. I guess just to look cool. But those people are all about appearance, and fuck those people because they're shallow and I don't like them. So that was the high road. Sorry if I didn't talk about the stage a whole lot. I already talked about it once in the main Let's Play, so I wasn't going to talk about the same shit again. And there really isn't much to say about the high road anyway. So right now we're at 88% completion, which means we're almost done with this game, guys. We're almost done with this 100%, and there's only a couple parts left, so I'll see you in part 10 where we're going to be getting our last color gem, the orange gem. See you later.